Give it up for the crew from Gremlins, the Wild Batch. Yay! Look at that. Look at that. It's like a bag. It's just a little thing we do, you know. This is the follow-up to Secret of Mogwai that came out on Max last May. You guys, that show was so good. You guys were renewed before it even premiered.
Yeah.
Amazing work. Amazing work to you. But you know, once people actually did see this series, like, what were some of like your favorite reactions you got to it? It's played really well, I must say.
I don't know. I think there was a lot of nostalgia that helped to push it, but then it's also, it's creating this new direction, which is going backwards to the origin story of the original movie, which is how did the Mogwais come to be, and how did this Mr. Wing, this mysterious Chinese character, acquired him. And our Izaac here plays the younger version of Mr. Wing, and I think it's just everybody loves an origin story, and it just brings back, it's like a great family sharing, and I know I love it, and my kids are enjoying it. So it's all those things.
Mm-hmm. My favorite reaction is people saying, "Oh, it's actually really good," because I think yes. People get worried when it's like, "Oh, that's that beloved thing from my childhood. Right. I hope it's good." And people are like, "This is really good." I'm like, "Yeah."
In a different medium too, so people don't really know what to expect.
Yeah, it's not a film sequel; it's a whole other mythology. Well, it's the same mythology, but it's a whole other form of storytelling for Gremlins to some degree. Yeah. But sorry, Gabby, I cut you off. Didn't I?
No. I mean, that was a great answer. Like, it's really good.
You were excited.
That was a really good comment.
Excited.
Yeah, no, it's a nice, fresh question. I mean, for my fan base, they were really shocked that it was scary. Because I come from kids and family, so fans of That Girl Lele or all that, they know me from comedy. But this is scarier, this is darker. Elle is stabbing people with her umbrella, and gremlins are eating people's fingers. So they were shocked at the scare factor, but I think it was really refreshing for them to see me do something new. So it was really an excited response.
I searched up the series on Reddit. And I found this discussion that was like serious discussion about Gremlins, Secrets of the Mogwai. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be bad. And I clicked on it, and all the comments were positive for Reddit. And I was like, this is not Reddit, but it was Reddit, And like that's like the best thing you can ever get, Reddit's like, in my opinion, the equivalent of Letterboxd for movies. So, like, yeah.
I thought you were doing research on the original Gremlins.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
you
that's
were
what I
gonna
thought.
say.
So I was like,
it made me
Secrets
feel
of the Mogwai.
really old. Like you have no idea what this.
I watched it
Gremlins
all
thing
on
is.
TikTok, 10 seconds at a time. Yeah.
So,
Subway
and,
Surfers
the synopsis.
Yeah.
I feel that though, like that is a high compliment, because usually Reddit is a forum for people to just go and complain about things, so that they were celebrating you guys. I think says a lot. How does the Wild Batch expand on the groundwork that you guys laid with Mogwai?
Gizmo.
Why'd everyone look at me? Because I'm Gizmo. What was the question? How
do we expand?
How does the mythology?
A long day, man.
It was just a fancy way of saying, tell us about the new season.
I don't know, man. There's Gizmo. There's Gremlins. We're going to America. It's going to be
San
great.
Francisco,
I'm
right?
going to America.
San Francisco?
Yeah, we're going to San Francisco. We're going to get to see more Gremlins. We're going to see Gizmo dealing with his own inner turmoil of what is it like to try to be a nice gremlin or Mogwai, and how hard that is. Because as you see, once he produces in the previous season and stuff, other Mogwai, they're all they can be a little chaotic. And he's decided to be a good one. He's a good Mogwai, and that's hard. He's fighting his nature, and so we get to see him kind of resist. I'm sleepy.
No, that was great.
Because the origin story of Sam Wing and the origin story really of Mogwai is now expanded, and like, how did they end up in America? How did they end up in San Francisco? And season 2 continues that storytelling of what happens, and then the adventures, ensue, and the chaos ensue, and I just think it's just such a genius way of tying the original film to, this origin story that's been created.
You did that so much
Yeah.
better than me. Thank you.
Honestly, I don't even
I was
know
just
what
trying
the
to
hell
save
AJ
this
Save
interview.
what I was like, I want a
Save
nap.
this interview,
Thank you.
okay,
Gizmo
AJ?
tired.
I mean, I think season 2, our team really does a great job of marrying American folklore with Chinese mythology. And we kind of dive into that as we go to the Wild West. So that's kind of an exciting adventure that we embark on in season 2, is diving into the history of American culture and Chinese culture as well.
One of the funny things with animated projects is you guys sometimes will work on something together, but not actually meet until like the premiere,
Like
right?
today,
Yeah.
right now.
Wait, you guys met today?
Yeah.
Well, I see these guys once a
I've
year
seen these
at
too.
Comic-Con or
Okay.
some sort of premiere or something. Like, it's like an annual meeting, but this is our first time meeting in
Yeah,
person.
Oh.
Stay away.
Yeah.
How's it been for you so far?
She's allergic to me. That's what it is. Yeah.
It's so, that's the crazy thing about doing voiceover work is it's a very solo environment of, and during the COVID months,
Fiasco.
we were doing it, like they would bring the equipment to our home and we would have to set it up. Like most of us did it in the closet because it was the best sound buffering. So it's been wonderful, and I just love how we immediately click like a family, as if we had worked together, for the past couple of years on this project. Yeah.
I think it's a good exercise because, like, even though we don't record together, the goal is to make it sound cohesive. So how do you do that when you're isolated in a booth just with, the team, the production team, and you're taking the blind direction of, maybe we should say it like this, or this is what's happening to you in the scene, and you just kind of have to blindly follow the path, like, okay, I hope this works, and then it all comes together. And that's the beautiful thing about voiceover.
Yeah, and
It's
having
like
done animation
a
for so
different
long, it's
trust.
also having, our amazing producers and
Yeah.
writers, guiding each and every one of us, because they are our cohesive glue, between Brendan and Z, who are the creators of this, and directing us, and just making sure that the story comes to life in this like wholeness that I don't know how they do it, because it's really magical.
You guys have announced, I think, a bunch of guest stars too for season 2, right?
Yes, we
today?
have.
Are
Yes.
you going to make us list them?
Oh, there's so many.
I know
it's a-
one. John Glover.
Will Forte is the one I remember.
Will Forte.
Yeah.
Jimmy O Yang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neo Yang.
Simu Liu.
Yeah.
Keith David.
Keith
Oh,
David.
yes.
Living
Everything.
legend.
Yes. Michael Paul Chang.
Yeah, so many.
Yeah.
Kelly
so many.
Hu.
Wow.
Am I
you
winning?
really
Am I
won.
winning?
We're getting
Am I
there.
winning?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a good group. It's a good group effort. I think collectively.
Who are
I
we
think we got 'em
missing?
all.
There's one more.
There's
I'm
gotta
sure
be
there's going to be one more, one or two
Who?
more.
Ronnie Chang.
Ronnie
Ronnie Chang.
We don't like to mention Ronnie.
Yeah.
Dark times with him. Man.
Embarrassment. No, I'm just
Ronnie's the
joking. Oh,
best.
now you know
Ronnie's
what? It's going to be a clickbait.
It is.
Yeah.
well,
Ming thinks
Henry's
Ronnie
running that-
is.
that one part.
I
We're
know.
gonna cut it off
I-
right before you say
I
just
told
kidding.
myself, don't make jokes, because it'll come back to haunt me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Young upstart filmmaker who's an EP on this named Steven Spielberg.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Stefan Spielberg.
I think
Mm.
I've heard
Okay.
him once or
Yes.
He won't get
Yeah.
very
Has he
far.
been around the office? Have you guys gotten to actually interact with Mr. Spielberg?
No. When we
That's
first,
a goal.
Yeah, I was going to say, when we first worked together, someone from Amblin sat us down and went, now, I don't know if you know who this is, but Steven Spielberg's producing this. And I'm sitting there in my 30s, and you're at what, like, you were like 11 at the
A
time.
baby.
And we both were like, yeah, we know. We're aware.
Yeah.
But the way they said that was very cute, like as if we were like, who? We did record together once, too, didn't we? And then
Yeah,
they never
we
let
did.
us do it again.
Never
Yeah.
let us do it again.
I can see
Wow.
why.
It's actually just because I couldn't handle his Gizmo voice
That's
for like 12 hours.
Honestly, yeah. You kept giggling, and then I would giggle too. So.
What was the process of finding your Gizmo voice? How many did you how much are you going off the canon versus evolving it, and how much are you workshopping it? How many like cutting room floor gizmos did you have?
It was just something I would do as a kid. My dad would do the voice with like my stuffed animals and stuff. He would do like a Bobby's World Howie Mandel, like that was just something he would do. And so as I grew up, that was something I would start to do. And I do the same thing with like my little cousins and stuff, like doing puppets and things. So it just lives in me, unfortunately, and for my friends. But yeah, when I got the audition, I was just like, oh yeah, I do Gizmo all the time. Like, it's just, doesn't everyone do that? Apparently not, is what I found out. So
I think it's just crazy how fast you can transition from your normal voice. Like you're just mid-sentence and then you just go Gizmo mode.
yeah, I mean, it's like you're just closing everything off. It's like
like a
from having your
switch.
hand open to close.
It's like Spanglish. It's you're
Little
just
bit.
going right
the
back
Adam
and forth.
Sandler movie.
The dialect.
Yeah. But cutting room floor Gizmo, no, I try not to have any outtakes as Gizmo. I don't want to upset Warner Brothers.
Yeah.